Today we're going to be here at Epcot taking a closer look at some new things at the entrance. Some things you kind of might not have noticed if you've been visiting the park since they have reopened. They've done a lot of changes here at the front of Epcot, and I figured, hey, let's go and see everything. Hi everybody, and welcome to the World of Micah. That's right, we're going to be taking a closer look at what has been updated here at Epcot, all in the entrance. It's going to be a ton of fun. I'm excited to show you guys some of the changes that have been made so far. Now, let's take a closer look. Now, the monorail service is still closed. They do have the bus transportation, and you can park your own car, as well as Uber and Lyft. But this area is still blocked off. And yes, they have updated the signs here too. They've added the original Epcot logo here, and check this out. Monorail, buses, guest relations, minivan, taxi, and rideshare. That's something new. And on the opposite side here, entrance, restrooms, guest relations, rentals. I like it. Starting to see that new Epcot font popping up all over the place here. This is one of the ticket booths, and as you can see, they have painted each of the booths different colors as it continues all the way down. It's pretty cool. It's on both sides here, actually. Pretty cool. On this side it starts with like an orange and makes its way into green, the blue, and then continues. It's cool. I like it. A little rainbow action happening. They've also updated these, the entrance and exit. I like that, the little blue and gray. And the white font is the Epcot new font. The new font they're using for Epcot, I guess you could say. I dig it. But yes, the Flower and Garden Festival 2021 is still going on, so there are topiaries here in the front entrance, but we're still gonna be able to see a lot of the new stuff. It's just gonna be nice to have some topiaries also in the mix. They have added these new manhole covers with Spaceship Earth on it and the old Epcot logo right there. It does even say Epcot at the top. It's kind of cool. And there's a little D down there. Oh, this is a perfect time to get this shot. Yeah, there you go. Pretty awesome. I like how this has been done with the trees here, the plants, the topiaries. Now obviously the sun is still out, but they have added a beam of light that goes all the way around the entrance here. This little overhang that continues all the way down on both sides of Spaceship Earth and then continues around this way. That does light up at night. It's kind of cool. No monorail. Still waiting for that monorail to come back. But I have a feeling it's going to be here very soon.
Face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth and be worn at all times, except when actively eating or drinking while stationary.
By the way, they have added a new background music. You guys can kind of hear it over my voice. It's a little new here in the Epcot entrance. I'm digging it. They were playing some stuff from Ellen's Energy Adventure, but it has been redone, as you guys can faintly hear in the background. But where we are standing right now used to have the Leave a Legacy markers. They have updated this, chopped all this up, redid the whole area. The Leave a Legacy is currently in the entrance outside the park right over there. That is the Leave a Legacy. So where we are standing is all new, fresh, new concrete. Well, it's been here for a hot minute, but it's new. It's all new. Especially if your family hasn't been here in well over a year. All of this is new as far as the eye can see. And I dig it. I really do. I like how you can just take a seat right here and take a look at Spaceship Earth right there. Now these flags are brand new. I love this. It's each of the different pavilions they had in Future World. It's pretty cool. Everything from World of Motion, Spaceship Earth, Living with the Land, Living Seas, it's all right there. It's on the opposite side of Spaceship Earth as well. And now let's talk about this fountain. Now I've showed this several times in my recent videos, but man, this thing never gets old. I've been waiting to see this since I was a little boy. I faintly remember this being here. The original spires, the pylons they call them. I faintly remember it when I would visit Epcot as a child, but those trips honestly are kind of a blur. I remember the attractions more than than the architecture here, because when I was a kid, those trips went by so fast. But it's here now, and when I look at old photos of Epcot, it's like, hey, it's like it never went away. It's kind of cool. Fresh water coming down the fountain here, and at night, this does light up. It's got a whole little light show that goes on here, but that does continue along the little overhang. It kind of all goes together. It ties in together, and it's pretty nice. I think it's pretty spectacular what they've done. And I love the flags on either side too. This is just so Epcot, man. So on the left-hand side of Spaceship Earth, right behind the flagpoles here, stroller rental and wheelchair ECV is still here. They've got a whole new signage though, as you guys can see. They've updated the signage. Currently under Spaceship Earth right now, as you guys can see, they have sadly updated Gateway Gifts, the sign here. When I say the word sadly, I mean I liked the old school way before. It had like this yellow, red, and orange vibe to it. It looked very 1982. I mean, this does look like it's from the 80s, but I do miss the old Gateway Gift sign. But I'm glad it's still here. This is good that it's still here. They've also given this a little new paint job here with the blue. I'm digging this blue and silver and white color scheme they have going on here. It's pretty cool. I like it. On the opposite side now, this has transformed into the pin trading headquarters. They've also added some colorful designs on the windows, and the camera center, the Nikon camera center, got an update on its sign as well, which is home to Disney's Photo Pass, but it's also where you can get some pin trading. And check that out. They added the old Epcot logo back on the camera center sign here on the inside, as well as pin traders. I always wave the mirrors. Pin traders got an update as well. And this sign also got updated. They added pin traders to it, and look at that. The little Mickey Pin Traders logo is on there. It's a very windy day, as you guys can see. Sorry if the wind is breaking through. I am underneath Spaceship Earth, and if you've ever visited Epcot, you know under Spaceship Earth is the most windy section. The windiest, I guess you could say. It does feel good under here though, that's for sure. So now I'm directly behind Spaceship Earth, which I'm technically calling this the entrance because Spaceship Earth is included in the entrance to me. But everything is still walled up where the old Communicore was. Communicore building over here has been completely leveled. And the one on this side up here, they are still working on this construction. Still using this as the exit with the bubblegum wall, but eventually we're going to be exiting through the back of this. All this will be redone, so it'll all tie in together. And the beautiful thing is, when you walk in, you'll be seeing the pavilions in the distance. You can see the top of the Imagination Pavilion right there. You'll be able to see the whole thing from this area. Lots of exciting things coming. As soon as you exit Project Tomorrow, they point you in this direction, you enter down, start heading towards the lockers and the bathroom, and then you kind of cut down this way to get to the pavilions. But let's head back towards the main entrance now. I'm wondering if we'll see a new wall painted on that wall. You know what I mean? Like those little Instagram walls they have, new artwork, I guess you should say. Only time will tell. On this side out here is the restrooms and the lockers, and as you guys can see, the flags will be able to be seen from the monorail track there. So that'll be cool when you're coming in or leaving, whichever way you're sitting on the monorail, you'll be able to see the flags. So as it does the loop, I guess I should say, the monorail does a full loop of Future World. You'll be able to see the flags on this side and the other side over there. It's kind of cool. All right, let's go over here and see what's new on the left-hand side. So I'm pleased to report that this mural is still here. I hope they never get rid of this. This is so amazing. You get monorail on both sides, the old fountain behind Spaceship Earth, and a little bit of Communicore right there. A little, glimpse of the past. The old fountain, everything. I hope this stays, because I love seeing this. But it's still here as of now. Just giving you guys a little look out in the main courtyard here with the flags, the fountain, everyone walking into the park. It's unreal how much this has changed. I love it. Now this area has changed a lot. I used to come over here and sit because I loved this open area right here with the Spaceship Earth looking ceiling, and you had ceiling fans obviously. It was a nice way to just take a break, and you were kind of secluded. Everyone was walking in that direction right there. So I would sit legit like right here and hang out for a while. But now you technically walk backstage to get to the Seas, the Land, Soarin', Imagination, Pavilion, and World Showcase. You cut through here. See, this wall has been completely opened. This was all walled up and this continued, but now it's pushed open and we're technically backstage right now. So get the monorail view here, and you can see the old Living Seas tank right over here. That is the big tank from the Living Seas. So this normally would be closed off to the public. As you can see, this is where they would bring trucks and everything back here, and we wouldn't be coming through this area at all. It's kind of cool. It stopped way up there past the Coral Reef restaurant. But they've added some benches, some artwork here. It's kind of neat. You get to see behind the pin traders and the PhotoPass building. That's what this is. And then, as you can see right there, Park Exit has been painted on that. It's pretty neat. I wonder how permanent this is though. This area here has seen the least amount of change. The benches are still here. I love these. They're so Epcot. I hope they never get rid of this. This planner is still here. And there's that classic monorail shot right there. You can take another one right down here. Yes, this is it. The classic Epcot monorail shot right here. Pretty cool. This is also where Danny Kaye was walking the opening day celebration. He walked right in here in this little area, in this little planner. It's kind of cool. I would love for a monorail to come by right now. That would be the greatest thing in the world. Not happening, but I love it. It's pretty cool, right? And these are still here. I love these. These are my favorite benches in any Disney park. Look at this. How futuristic is this? There's not much to it. It's a simple design, yet it's so classic, yet so futuristic. I love it. And it blends in with this paint job they've got going on here. See, they've added the white and the blue on this trim. It finally all makes sense. It all makes sense. And in typical Florida fashion, it is deciding to mist, I guess you could say. Not rain, but it is misting. So that's what's happening. All right, we've seen everything here in the front. Let's kind of continue around and see what everything else looks like. So if we continue in this direction, I'm gonna show you guys what this whole area looks like. So this is how it's kind of working. You have Future World West, straight ahead, Imagination, the Land, and the Seas Pavilion, Soarin', Spaceship Earth, Future World East, Restrooms, Guest Relations, and Lockers. It is cool to see these old symbols back. I think some of these are new as well. It's kind of cool. I like that they're utilizing this system once again. I love this. This is so Epcot. Okay, so we've made it right back behind Spaceship Earth. Now straight ahead would have been another building, a part of Communicore. It has been completely leveled as of March 2021. And I want to know more information about this specific tree. It's getting some support right now, as you guys can see. But this tree looks a lot older than any of the other trees here on the back side here. I just want to know what the significance is to this tree. I'm curious. But it's weird to see the building of Communicore no longer here. Like I was saying earlier, when you walk in behind Spaceship Earth, you're gonna see all the pavilions and all this straight ahead. It's gonna make this area seem a lot bigger, because from right here to Spaceship Earth, it already seems like Spaceship Earth is so far away. I kind of dig it. I kind of feel like there's more space now. Here's another look at Communicore, what's left That building over there is the only thing left on that side. Everything on this side has been completely leveled, as you can see. That's progress right there. Get a lot of questions about Fast Pass. This is what the Fast Pass, stations look like over here next to the living seats. Who knows when Fast Pass will return? But as of March of 2021, still covered up. So back in the day, if you guys remember, straight ahead would take you to the underhang in between the two buildings of Communicore, take you back into the center part where the fountain was. This building here, the restroom, is the only thing still remaining from those days. That's it. Bathroom is holding on. Everything else, like I stated earlier, has been leveled. All right, give you guys an idea of where I'm at. That is the Imagination Pavilion, and that is the main drag that you would normally follow all the way back to Spaceship Earth. Communicore on this side, leveled, and you can see the building on the other side there, still holding on from what was of Mouse Gears, the original Mouse Gears. Still have this thing completely walled up. It's gonna be nice once we can cut through the original main area once again, because it was a lot quicker to get to World Showcase, if that's where your destination is. You guys know what I'm talking about right here. That's what I'm ready for. I'm ready for this to open up. There's another closer look at the old Communicore / Mouse Gears building. And this is good to see, because last time I was here, this was all completely exposed. They've added the windows back to this building. So I'm excited to see what happens with Mouse Gears. This area has also been redone, as you guys can see. More places to stand. They've added a lot more, open areas. These are here for the festival, which is nice. More tables is great because they have food over here in this area. This is the old entrance, back entrance to Mouse Gears right over here. Still walled up, but the building is still here. They've added the windows to it, as you can see. I don't know, time will tell. And this area has been updated. They use this for a lot of the festivals, including Flower and Garden. Nice little place to sit. They've got some plants over here. They had booths for the art festival. We were here, the Festival of the Arts. They had all kinds of booths over here with different artists. So they utilize this area a lot more now. This is the kids' playground area. This has not reopened since the park has reopened. Everything's still here, just hasn't reopened. Now this building and overhang still remains, but as you look through, you can see where the old electric umbrella used to be. Nothing left. It's completely open and exposed. And that's the line to get into the new location for Mouse Gear, really temporary Mouse Gear location right here. But hey, the building is still here. So that's a good thing, but that's just wild to me. Look at that. That used to be the second floor right there. You'd be on the second floor of Electric Umbrella eating a hamburger or a flatbread right up there. And yes, the hot dog stand and the DVC station is still here, but we'll have to wait and see what happens to this as well. I guess since they're using this right now for the Mouse Gear location, it lost its title as one of the largest Disney stores on property. I guess now the World of Disney store at Disney Springs takes that title. Now back in the day, this would stop right about there. That was considered backstage. That has been updated and changed since they have updated the new routes to how you get to World Showcase. So right behind these Communicore looking hedges, this all would have been backstage. But they've added these lights here and the benches, as you can see. I can't wait for that monorail to come because it's going to get pretty close. It's going to be awesome. Right here next to the Guardians of the Galaxy ride that's coming very soon. But as you can see, the sign up here says Park Exit and Spaceship Earth. So normally, yeah, we would not be walking back here. This would have been considered backstage. It's also weird to see like this fence right here. You guys see that? Like that's something you normally don't get to see. I don't know what that really means with the fence right there. But yeah, it's interesting where we're technically walking right now. Now, guest relations is still here in this building where it's been forever, but they have removed the World Key wall that was right here going across this. That has been leveled and they've added this wall. But yeah, guest relations is still here, but World Key would have been right through here. This will kind of give you guys a little idea of what I was talking about, how you can see the Imagination Pavilion straight ahead. How cool is that? You're gonna be able to see a ton of stuff once you exit Spaceship Earth. I'm stoked about that. There you go. There's a little bit of that building from Electric Umbrella right there. Kind of mind-blowing in a way. I mean, how many times did you go inside here and eat? I always went in there and visited the talking trash can. That was one of my favorite things. You guys remember that? Let me kind of give you a rundown here on the map on how everything's changed. As you can see, all of that chopped up and moved. All of that chopped up and moved. And they've added more planters here. Fountain here is back. Flags here. And then right behind Spaceship Earth, all of this changed. These two buildings leveled. That building still remains. The bathroom here. This building still remains. Part of this building is still here. But when you walk in, you walk through here and you go right underneath this area into World Showcase, or you come in this area around this and it all meets right there and then splits out into World Showcase. They're gonna have to update this because there's some stuff on here that hasn't been here in a long time. This is becoming a relic of the past too. Used to have the wire that would go up and connect to the overhang little banner thing they had to block the sun over there. Still here. I tell you, Epcot is honestly becoming Project Tomorrow. They are literally inventing the wonders of the future right before our very eyes. A lot is coming, a lot has changed, a lot remains the same. I'm excited though. It's one of those moments where you can say there's a great big beautiful tomorrow. And now we're back at the front. Now I've showed this at night on another episode. You guys can watch that episode right now. But I wanted to show you guys more or less how things are working right now and just kind of document this for a future day when everything is kind of open and completely done. So then we can look back and think, wow, do you guys remember when all this was happening? I like to do that. And I kind of hope you guys enjoy me doing this. But I think we did it. I think we saw everything that the entrance and the main area of the front of the park has to offer right now. I think our adventure for today has come to an end. Which means it's time to say goodbye. If you enjoyed this episode, please click the thumbs up button. Next time you're here at Epcot, tell them World of Micah sent you. If you guys like this kind of episode, let me know in the comments. I don't normally do this kind of stuff, but I enjoy doing this one. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this. I will continue to do stuff like this here on this channel. See you guys on the next episode. Stay weird. Goodbye.